The FMD ECDIS has an accessible user interface. The display of the ECDIS is divided into several groups. On top of the display, you have the status bar, with the operation modes on the left. On the left side, you have the instant access bar. On the right side, you have the sensor information box, own ship information box, route information box, the overlay and nav tools, and the alert box. Other additional tools on the ECDIS display: the presentation and chart scale box, cursor position box, permanent warning box, EBL and VRM boxes. In this lesson, we will continue to familiarize you with the basic user interface. At the top of the ECDIS display, you have the status bar. In the top left corner, you can select the display mode, ECDIS, radar, conning, or AMS if connected. Next to it, you can select your operation mode. Navi mode for navigation. Charts mode for chart handling. Plan mode for planning a voyage. Others contains silent mode, when the ship is safely alongside the harbor. Playback, for viewing past tracks and logs. Clear radar hides tracked targets and AIS overlay. Chart only, shows the chart only, when the left button is pressed and held down. STD display restores the standard display for display mode, selected at chart database. Chart priority, selects chart priority when both vector or raster is available. Chart database, selects the pre-defined presentations of ENC content, IMO base, IMO standard, or IMO all. Custom appears when the chart display settings do not match these preset conditions. The question mark is where you find the FMD ECDIS manual, also the ECDIS software version, and system information. Profiles is where you can manage user profiles and find the settings menu. Date displays the date and time in local time or UTC. Working indicator rotates clockwise if the system is working properly. If it is not spinning, the system is not working. Common bar. The instant access bar is divided into an upper and a lower section. The content of the upper section changes with the task operation mode, Navi, charts, and plan, where relevant tasks and functions can be selected. The lower section is called the common bar, and does not change. With FMD ECDIS 3200, you can operate the instant access bar functions, with the designated knob, push to activate, then rotate to select, and push again to confirm selection, escape button to go one step back. Chart info includes chart legend to see chart details, viewing dates to change chart view date, chart 1 to view ECDIS chart symbols. The Disp button display. Set button is to access the functions, to show or hide ENC chart features, and set chart alerts. To Disp to split screen. Notice to mariners to switch the Admiralty Information Overlay on or off. Last button is the on-screen keyboard. The Log button is where you can access the various logs. Event log is to record a user or position event, for example line of position. Update log is the chart update history. Nav log is the chart and voyage history. Target log is the log of dangerous AIS and tracked targets. Route trans log is the route change history between the systems. The sun and moon icon is used for changing the color palette of the ECDIS. You can change the color by selecting day, dusk, and night, with a gray or blue color palette. Below, you have the brilliance, with the sun icon. This is to darken or lighten the monitor. If you have the keyboard connected, then you can change the color palette by clicking the button. Day, dusk and night. Rotating will change the brilliance. The Mob button is used to mark and record a man overboard event. The camera icon is to take a screenshot. Undo button to undo last action, for example route planning. To hide instant access bar, click the arrow. Navi mode. in Voyage Navigation Mode, or Navi mode. The upper part includes voyage-related functions. Voyage button, where you have route tools. You can select or deselect a route and use a chart for monitoring. Create an instant track. See monitor info and stop all monitoring. Next button is the message button, shown with an envelope. Here you can read the received messages from the AIS and Navtex. You can furthermore edit and send messages on your AIS. The manual update button is where you can update your charts manually, according to broadcasts from VHF or Navtex, or from received T&P corrections. The mini conning provides a conning display with heading, Doppler speed log and rudder angle. The weather overlay button is shown by a sun and umbrella. Here you can open your downloaded GRIB weather files, and display weather features on screen. TCS button, available if a track control system is connected. Here you can change steering settings, and see the status. When we change our operation mode to chart maintenance mode, the upper part of the instant access bar also changes to chart maintenance mode. Auto import, to install and update charts. Manage charts, is the ECDIS chart catalog to manage charts, filter, group and delete charts. In cell status, you can see the list of the installed charts on your ECDIS, and their update status. In license you can view information on your chart licenses, and you can load or delete charts licenses. Public key is where you can load a new public key and activate it. In System button, you can select units to synchronize, and view the status. You can reconvert your charts, but also delete all your charts. Plan. Switch to voyage planning mode with the button Plan. Instant access bar upper part will then change to relevant buttons for planning. In planning, you can start planning a route plan, or create a user chart. The guide box provides range and bearing measurement between waypoint and cursor when creating a route. In Report, you can choose between different reports to print out about your route plan and user charts. Manage data can be used to delete, import and export routes and user charts.